Hi guys, welcome back to your weekly readings. I trust you guys had a great week last week and are gearing up for the upcoming week. Today we're going to take a little peek at the energies that may affect us from the week of the 5th through to the 12th of August. I do have some cards here. I think the main message for the week is to love yourself, to learn about yourself, to get to know yourself. I have a lot of questions from clients that want readings, and their main pet peeve is, why can't I meet another person? Why can't I attract another soulmate into my life? I've had bad relationships in the past. I have walls up, but that's the situation. The problem is we cannot attract another soulmate that fulfills us until we get to know who we truly are and why we put the walls up to begin with. What was it that we didn't learn from the previous soulmate, from the reflections that they were showing us of ourselves that we needed to work on? And it's all a pathway back to the light, back to enlightenment, back to source, which is what we're here incarnating and trying to learn to do again while we're in flesh. When we're spirit, well, we're all source, we're just connected. But when we incarnate, we do it to learn lessons, to experience what we can't experience when we are in spirit, is how I perceive it. Soulmates, when you hear the word, you think of a romantic partner or someone that you can share physical, spiritual, mental time with or experiences with. But a soulmate could be your dog, your cat, the neighbor, the person that you can't stand that comes around every now and then, either at your job or in your neighborhood, or you meet them at the grocery store. A soulmate can be part of your family, or pretty much all of your family members are soulmates, because they are the people that can help you learn. They can reflect back to you what you were. It's like a lotus. It's like the unfoldment of a lotus flower. The lotus is down in dirty, murky, dark waters. That's where most of your unconscious lives, or most of your personality, either disorders or situations that happen to you and then you just kind of forget them or push them down so deeply that you don't remember them anymore. But they still are part of your personality. They're still part of who you are and things that you need to work on. And the lotus flower just comes up, opens up out of the darkest of waters and becomes the most beautiful of flowers. And that's what it's like. It's unfoldment. It's layers of yourself, of lifetimes, of people, of situations, of experiences that you need to unfold, that you need to meet, that you need to see it for what it is. Your siblings could be part of this lotus flower, a petal. Each one of them is a petal of yourself. It's uncanny. You'll see them in different times of your life, and you'll see yourself within them. And you'll see the parts of you that other people at that point in your life, let's say when you're seeing a niece or you're seeing a grandchild, and you're looking at them and you're seeing how they react, their personalities, and how much they are like you, because they're your soulmates. They're part of your soul, part of who you are, part of your team, of your group, of your tribe. And they're here to show you. So then you see these things and you think, wow, that's exactly how I was acting 30 years ago. And I'm trying to explain to them, hey, listen, this is what I was, what I did. And look at yourself now. Look at me now and see yourself within me and see what you will become 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Take a look at your reflection and knowing enough to be able to say that to another person and actually to see it within them, to know what you need to fix, who you need to apologize to, what you need to do as you move forward. Learn, teach others, because a lot of what happens in our lives is submerged. It's still part of us. It may be the biggest part of us. It's our dark side. It's the things that we need to learn from. It's the things that we may not even see it until we see it reflected back from a soulmate, which could be your teacher at school, your boss at work, the person that picks on you constantly at work, and you learn something from them because perhaps you were a little picky with people around you, and there's certain situations, the ones that really stick out the most, that you are part of. That it is within you that you need to learn. And until you do these things, there really is no true movement in your life. You need to learn to flow with spirit and always be attentive to the things that are going on around you, because if you desire love in your life, what type of love do you want to attract into your life? The type that is still submerged, the darkest parts of you that you need to reflect back, that you need to see from a partner? Or do you want the partner that is already very beautiful because they have already worked on their darkest parts, like yourself? You worked on them, therefore your soulmate will have worked on them. So you will meet the one that is more beautiful. And I don't mean looks, I mean the soul. So that when you meet, the reflections that you get back from each other aren't going to be tainted with all of your dark side that you still need to work on because you have not seen it. You haven't seen it in all the times that spirit has brought it to you from other people. You have not been able to recognize it so that you can work on it, so that you can rise above. And it's parts that you need to forgive yourself and learn from it and grow from it. That's what we're here to do. So love starts within yourself, by yourself learning to love the darkest parts of yourself, learn from them. Therefore, the lightest parts of yourself can actually grow and attract that new soulmate into your life, or in an existing relationship, make it better. Bring it to a higher level, to where there is a lot more exchange of spirit between both of you that's enlightened, and not the darkest parts of you, because when you are with a soulmate, you will see those things, but you can also not make them learn from your experiences. You can mention it. You can see it, try to show it, but everyone grows at a different time, at different levels, different time. It might be another lifetime before they can actually confront their dark side and learn from it and grow from it. So you can show someone, but you can't make them see it and work on it. It's like a horse. You can bring them to water, but you can't make them drink. Have you ever tried to get a horse to move when they didn't want to? Or when they're mad and they stick you in the middle of a pond and you try to get them to move the hell out of there and they won't move. They're there. They're stubborn as hell. And so is everyone around you. They have their own ways of learning and their own ways of growing, and you can just point it out, but you have to. It's your job to point it out. Hey, listen, I see you within me. I was you 30 years ago. Now look at me, because now you're going to be me 30 years from now, 20 years from now. Take a good look at the reflection of what you're seeing, because if you don't like what I have become, then you must change yourself now. And so on and so forth. And that is one important lesson that you can learn from a soulmate, because everyone around you are parts of you. It's like I said, an onion or the lotus. Lotus has 1,000 petals, or it can, they're per se. And each petal is a soulmate or a part of you that's out there that you need to work on, so that you can eventually become that beautiful flower. That in turn is going to turn around and do nothing but teach others, because that's all you do. Once you reach that point of enlightenment, you're going to want to tell everyone that you meet, because you will radiate the light. You will radiate that. You will attract people to you that need the lessons that you are going to help them with. Therefore, all of you guys, my tribe, the ones that really do sit down and listen to the things that I say, because it's experience that I've gone through, things that I'm seeing, because I've studied. I had that same conversation with my niece. She turned around and said, "Who the hell made you the expert?" Well, 50 years of living and 10 years of studying has made me somewhat of an expert at my own problems, and seeing it reflected back to me at another person, I can definitely give you some advice. That's what made me an expert. Experience and study, spiritual study. Because if I hadn't been studying, I wouldn't have seen it. And no matter what, no matter how many times, I would have seen the similarities. But I wouldn't have told her, been able to tell her, this is a reflection. We are all parts of each other. We're all connected so intricately. You have to believe. You can fulfill your duties, observing the law, even in difficult times. You have to observe certain laws. You have to observe certain things. And through your own wisdom, you are able to control and keep an inner stability for a practical life. So you need to, in order to have success in what you're trying to achieve in your life, whether it's love, a move, whatever, happiness within yourself, you have certain obligations to learn, to teach, to experience, and have everything under a certain type of control and stability through your wisdom, through your book of life, the things that you have experienced, the connection that you have with the divine, so that this information can come down to you and you can kind of absorb it and teach it. You will have success. And success comes through the meekness of the dog, the intelligence of the monkey, and the inner wisdom of the cat. By reining in all of those things together, your wisdom, your obligations to life, to experience, to those around you that depend on you, that are not as privileged, then success comes in all of the areas of your life. But it's not easy. None of it is easy. It's very difficult, and we go through very many hard lessons. So in any area of your life that you're trying to work on, even if it's with another partner, success comes, or it is achieved, provided you use your wisdom to maintain your inner stability, your balance, as you fulfill all of your obligations while observing the law, even through difficult times. And that's law of averages, law that's imposed by man, laws that you have for yourself, and the things that you know that you can do, not surpassing your limits, or your integrity, not, breaking your integrity because you don't want to do that either. So it's very important. These are all very difficult lessons that we are going through. So I had some other cards that fell out of the deck as I opened a box. So I'm going to go through them, okay? So it's all about loving self, loving others around you, or learning to love them. It's very difficult sometimes when you are being faced with a situation that's extremely volatile, in your face, physical, spiritual, mental, all of it at once, okay? And it's bombarding you. It's very, very difficult to deal with that situation, but you have to ask yourself, not why this is happening to you, or why is this person doing this to me? What the hell's going on here? But what lesson are you learning from it? What can you learn from it? What can come of it so that you become more enlightened? And that's really what it's all about. Helping yourself so that you can achieve the things that you want in your life, that you can attract into your life, because you are on a different level than those around you, or than where you were before you learn these things, okay? In order to have satisfaction in your life, you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. You have to approve of yourself and the things that have happened in your life and learn from them. Therefore, others will not define you anymore. You will not see that reflected back from other people. You'll be more satisfied with who you are becoming and what you are. And then you can start to attract the relationships that really fulfill you. Work, house, family, in all areas of your life, okay? You have a responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love that you express. You have responsibility to control your thoughts, your inner demons, to learn from the reflections that you are getting from other people. And learning to express your love, because you say, well, I love you. Really, how much do you love another person? How much love do you actually express? Or do you just want them to express love to you, and then you're good with it. You've got other things to do, better things to do. Learning to express love. How much do you express? You have a responsibility that if you want others to express their love to you, you must do it as well. And then take a good look at the amount of love that you're actually expressing to your partner. For those of you that have a relationship, how much love do you express? It doesn't have to be a physical love. It has to be in all areas of life. Okay? Because physical love, yes, you can be very expressive when you're in bed. But how about the rest of the time? Is it an unconditional love, or does it have conditions to it? Something else is very important. Gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. How grateful are you for those that are around you, the help that you do get, even if it's just a little bit from the people around you? Are you grateful that it's happening? That they gave you some attention, that they actually helped you a little bit at work to do your job, or to sustain you on the days that you were perhaps tired or couldn't achieve everything, and someone gave you a hand? How grateful are you? Do you tell them, hey, listen, I'm so grateful for your help. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of my team. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for helping me get past this stage or time when I couldn't make it, when I couldn't understand what was happening. The same thing at home. How grateful are you with the people around you that have dedicated their time to come to help you see the things that you really truly need to fix within yourself, that you have not seen it, either because you haven't wanted to, or because they're buried so damn deeply that you cannot find it anymore, that you don't remember, Well, there's certain things that you need to work on yourself, and you have the responsibility to see that, and then to show your gratitude for those souls that gave up their time or what they were doing in their lives to come and help you see this. Because it's hard for both of you. And you both will learn, but at different levels. Discernment. Developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and the truth from illusion. Sometimes we're under a great big illusion that we know what's happening, and we really don't. Not until something slaps you in the face, literally. And you go, wow, what the hell was that? Well, you're finally seeing the truth for what it was. It was covered. It was covered under an illusion of what you thought was happening, but it's not true. So learning to distinguish love from fear and truth from an illusion. And you see it within others. You'll see it. So that it's reflected back to you, so you can learn to tell the difference. Action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Taking action to help yourself, mostly. And by helping yourself, you help others, because they'll see it. Then it will be reflected back to them. Wow, look how much she's grown, how well she's handling these situations, or any particular situation. In all of your lives, it'll be something different. This is going to ring a bell in a different tone in your house and in a different tone in mine. But it does ring a bell, because we are all connected. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Having the courage to tell another, hey, look, I see myself in you. Can you not see what you will become if you don't change your ways in 20 years from now? And you know that person's not going to change, because they're not going to be enlightened enough to see what you're telling them is a word. It's because you lived it, you're living it, you see it in true color. But you had the courage to express it, you had the courage to grow from it, and then you have the courage to tell another, to tell others, to help them grow so that they don't have to go through a lot of the stuff that you have already experienced. Why should they? Why can't you help another? We're supposed to do that. Being willing. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So the willingness to change, the willingness to allow another, to be smarter, because you have been through a lot, to allow another to move on, to lead, perhaps, to think that they're right. Learning. You're able to compromise if the end result is love. So you're compromising some of the things that you know that may not be up and up, letting another say, oh no, what you said is incorrect, when you know that it is not. But sure, just let them go on thinking that. Because the end result is love. It'll be love for you, because you're the one that's learning. You are. You're the one that's learning. You're the one that's willing to change in order to allow love into your heart. You let another think whatever it is that they want to think, but you can express. And then they can come back, and then no argument. You're not standing up for your opinion anymore, because everyone has their opinion, and everyone sees everything in their own way and in their own truth. Everyone has their own truth. But you can still express. But you're willing to allow your heart to crack open, because you want love. You want things for your life that you are lacking at this time. Unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a rippled effect across the universe. Unity. You're striving to unite with others in order to have that beacon, to stand out, to attract the true love that you are hoping to find. So that rippled effect, by loving others, by opening yourself up to others, by uniting with others, if you are still looking for love, it's going to come, because you are really putting that beacon out. And you know that once you find that love, once you find that true love within yourself, it has a rippled effect across the universe. It does. Others will learn from it. Others will unite with you. Others will unite with themselves, with their people, with their tribe, with their romantic partners, or find romantic partners where there was none, because they're opening up. They're taking ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike, and learn to love them all as lessons. You're taking ownership. You're allowing others to be who they are, no matter what. You're teaching them, you're helping them, and you're finding who you truly are, who you were always meant to be. All right, guys. Let's see what this week's going to be like. Oh, that's it. The bottom of the deck, sacrifice, observation, looking at life from a different perspective, looking at the things that you do from a different perspective. We're not always right. We haven't been. And by observing those around us and how they act, how they treat each other, how they talk to each other, you learn from that. You'll learn to be more of yourself, the truer self. Learning from, again, your misdeeds and your accomplishments alike. There's sacrifices that you will need to make as you move through this week. Okay? Some sacrifices, some things that are going to seem stagnant for a little while, but then they'll start to move forward. And all of this, you're gaining knowledge. You're gaining spiritual knowledge, so it's a good thing. As we move forward, we're starting to unite with people of our own tribe. We're starting to see what meshes well with us and who doesn't. Who is moving away, let them go. Because you have learned the lessons from them that you were going to learn, and then new soulmates start to appear. This is the Chariot card in the regular tarot also. So movement forward, harnessing your conscious with your subconscious mind. your movement forwards with your emotions and pulling it together and moving forward despite all of the situations that you've had to overcome, all of the lessons that you're learning. Movement forward. Your heart is opening up. It's sending out that beacon that we were talking about a little while ago. For those of you that are in a relationship, your relationship is going to become a deeper bond. You're going to unite more. For those of you that are hoping to be married, marriage is coming. This is a card of being triumphant in your endeavors, the things that you're trying to achieve in your life. And be very careful what you ask for, because it will manifest. And then when it manifests in a way that you're not happy with, it's because of the way that you have put that energy out there, what you're asking for. Learn to ask for what you want or what you need, but allowing the universe to bring you what it is that's best for you, and learning to discern what is and what isn't, and not allowing others to change your mind. Not overstepping, not allowing fear or money or position to overtake, because eventually that all falls apart. Just from your heart. Your movement forward has to be through love, through things that you love, opening your heart to love and helping others around you. So for some of you, there's marriage on the way. For some of you that are single, you're going to meet someone perhaps that is a very well-matched soul with yours. Okay? That could lead to marriage. Or forward movement in your life. A very good friend. For some of you, there are dreams coming true. So again, be careful what you wish for, because the universe will conspire to make it happen. And you, as a co-creator, will help it make it happen. This is the Nine of Cups. This is wishes coming true. Something that you have asked for, something that you have wanted for a long time is about to manifest in your life. There is forward movement. There's new vitality coming in. This is the Ace of Wands. So it's inspiration. It's inspired energy, it's fire energy, it's co-creating with the universe. So these cards are all saying that triumph is coming, wishes are coming true, a new path is opening up in the physical because of what you have wished for. It's inspired energy, balancing your chakras, moving forward, listening to the tune of the universe. Ace of Wands, something that manifests through the element of fire. So it's inspired. This could be a new person that comes into your life. This is a new job. It could be a new home. Mostly, it's just a new creative path that opens up. Because wands are all about creativity and passion and love and fire. And learning lessons the hard way, but being able to harness it as you move your life forward. So this week, even though at the beginning it might feel like it's a little bit slow, suddenly things are going to start moving forward. Wishes are going to come true. New vitality is going to flow through you because of all of the lessons that you're learning. Hard as they may be, we're still learning. Yes. You want me to pull another card? What do you think for the end of the week? This is the Six of Air. This is believe and you will succeed. Believing, following that beacon, following that light that we are creating at the end of the tunnel back there. Even though we're having to transgress some really choppy waters. Some really huge. Actually, this is the Six of Wands. This is, again, another card of being triumphant. There's two on the table here. Believing in yourself and succeeding and having others see that you have been successful all through all your hard work. You are succeeding in what you've been asking for and all the hard work that you've put into everything. I'm going to pull one Whispers of Love, because this week is all about love. So, you guys are going to be pretty successful in your endeavors this week. There's something new that's going to start. When you get an ace, it lasts about a year, that energy of inspiration for this reading. So you're going to be inspired to do new things in your life, and you're going to be very successful at them. You have wishes that are coming true, and your life is moving forward. in whatever area it is that you have been wishing for and hoping for it to open up. Blocks are falling out because you're starting to unfold. The darkest parts of you, you're starting to face them. And you're starting to acknowledge them to yourself, to other people. And they're saying, wow, I don't believe you just said that. Oh, okay, I did. Because I'm learning and I want you to learn too. I don't want you to go through the darkest parts that I have been through. Why should you have to? You can learn from me. You can start to look at the submerged parts of yourself and start to pull them up to the surface. That's a lot of the energy that the eclipses will bring as well. So whether you know it or not, it's going to come up. It's just learning to see it for what it is. What it's in front of your face. You can't hardly miss it. You can ignore it. You can turn your back on it and not say, well, I don't want anything to do with that. That's not me. That was you, or that's going to be you, depending on what stage in your life you are in. So don't ignore it when it's right in front of your face, because that's what the eclipses do. That's what the retrogrades do with the planets. They help you see who you are, because again, we're connected to everything that's up there. You can express your love through gifts for those of you that have a relationship. Show your partner that you love them, and it doesn't have to be an expensive gift. It has to be a gift that means something to them. It could be as small as an ice cream or a cake. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses that you love them. So give a little something, to those around you. Even if it's a hug, a kiss, an acknowledgement that you love them, regardless of the lessons that we're all going through at this time. All right, so let's get ready for the interactive part of the reading. Move the cards out of the way. I hope you've enjoyed the reading so far. I know it's a lot of talk, but it's stuff that is, if you listen to it, I hope you're learning from it. I really do wish you guys would comment a little bit more on these parts of the readings. Would you like me to continue doing them? The channeled messages or the deep parts that we need to work on? Are they good for you? Are you learning from them? Is it helping you as you move forward? I want to know. Because it helps me to teach you. A, B, C. So please leave your comments down below. Please thumbs up my videos if you like them. If you would like a private reading with me, please contact me via my email, riseshealingarts11@gmail.com. I will have it down below so you can access it. I am open to any donations, as you all know. I am moving, and I could appreciate it. All right. C, D, and A. All right, guys, I'll give you a minute to choose A, B, or C. Ready? For those of you that chose A, embrace your confusion at this time. Let there be peace in not knowing all of the answers. I know that we're going through a lot of things. Our emotions could be very activated at this time due to the eclipses, due to whatever's happening in our lives. But we need to strive for peace within ourselves, within our own hearts, within our actions, or else we can hurt ourselves by becoming too agitated. So striving for peace in your emotions, those around you, even though you may not know all of the answers as you move forward. Okay, because hell, none of us do. We see little snippets of it through meditation, through our actions, through the dailies, that we live every day. So try to bring peace into your life. I know that at this time we're making a lot of movements in our life forward. We must, because it's what has to be done at this stage in our lives. But we don't know exactly how it's going to end up, or am I making the right move? Is this going to be something good for me or not? We're not really privy to every answer, not yet. So just knowing that you're moving forward and that Spirit is helping you move forward, let that bring you peace, even though you don't know the end game. You don't know the results of the things that you're doing now, the changes that you're going through at this time. Just be committed. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So love, remember, love is the underlying answer to just about everything that we do in life. No matter what you go through, there's a reason for it, and you need to open your heart to love yourself and those around you so that you can attract the best love for yourself. And be committed to it. Dedicate yourself to your beliefs, wholeheartedly knowing that Spirit is behind you 100%. And that love is the very essence of your being, and you need to strive to achieve it no matter what. If the person in front of you isn't showing it to you or isn't giving it to you, eventually they will be removed from your life one way or the other so that someone else can. So don't let that stop you from showing love, from bringing peace into your heart, not even though you don't know, not knowing the end game. Remember, like attracts like. So as you become, you will attract someone like yourself. And you do not want to pull someone into your life when you still don't know the darkest parts about yourself and you haven't worked on them. You don't want that type of a soulmate in your life at this time or in that moment, because you're going to attract what you still haven't worked on. And then it's probably not going to end well because you still haven't finished. You haven't finished what you need to work on. Okay, know that. Especially for those of you that are single and are hoping to attract someone into your life. Don't attract until you know you are ready, okay? For those of you that are in a relationship, you can work through some of the difficult parts of it, unless it's not meant to last. For some of you, if you know that you're with your soulmate and you love them dearly and they love you and you're trying to work through everything, then hang on to them as much as you can and try to work through the hardest parts of yourself, because remember, you're both working on each other. You're working, whatever reflection they're getting from you, they're working on that. Whatever you're getting from them, you're working on that. And it's either them or it's going to be someone else, because that's the only way we learn, by that reflection that we get from others, whether it's family, friends, workers, whatever. You're going to get it, because that's the only way we're going to learn. We're not going to have an angel appear to us. Some might. Okay. If you're longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. So for those of you that chose A, commit to what you want. Commit to having more peace. If you have more peace in your life, you're more happy with yourself, you're going to emit more love to those around you. By giving more, you're going to receive more. B, for those of you that chose B, beautiful card. Choose, like I said, it's all about love today, all right? Choose love. Let your love become a powerful force for change. Really, it's what it is. Jesus was all about love. Love of everyone. And I know that things didn't end well, but they had to end in order for him to show those around him that we don't die, that there is life after life, that we do go on, that we are infinite beings of love and light. Follow your guiding light. Follow your heart. You're being asked to follow your heart for those of you that chose B. Follow the things that make your heart sing, that make you happy. Let your love become a powerful force for change. So as you change, allow the things that you truly love, that means something to you, to change you, to help you move forward, to have more love in your life. Give more, therefore you will receive more. Even to those that don't seem to show you any love at all. Remember to look at those as your reflection as well. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Open your arms to receive from the universe and from those around you. And when you do receive something, here the girl is receiving a little snowflake. Look at that through the eyes of love, how beautiful, how intricate, how special it is. And it's not going to last because you know a snowflake is going to melt. But the person that gave it to you with so much love. They thought that it was the most beautiful thing in the world, and you need to too. So every time you receive a gift, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Love it. Appreciate it. Gratitude. Be grateful. Express your love. And learn to be more tolerant with yourself and with those around you. You appreciate others' points of view because you sense the love in everyone. You have to look for it. Is there. We are all parts of spirit and parts of each other. So learn to have more tolerance with those that you feel you cannot stand anymore or can't be in the same room with. Tolerate them, because there is some love in there, and if you look for it down in the depth of their soul, you will find it. Follow the things that make you happy. Learn to receive with love and appreciation, and be grateful for those around you, and learn to tolerate a little bit more the people that are upsetting you at this time, because that too will change. Before I go to sleep, I better drink water. Okay. I gotta get a minute. Alright, for those of you that chose C, taking pleasure in the things that you do. And finding pleasure with the things around you, the animals, the people, the things that you love, your talents. Do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. Get out there, do things that make you happy, that bring pleasure into your life. Even if it's petting your dog or your cat. Creating something new. Cleaning. Rearranging. Whatever makes you happy. Taking a little trip. As you can tell, I talk a lot. There's a purpose for everything that happens in our lives, for everyone that comes into our lives. Remember that. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. There's a purpose for you. Spend some time doing things that are pleasurable so that it can open your heart, and it'll be a little bit easier to express love, to demonstrate love to those around you. And there's a purpose for it. You will gain something from it. Look to your inner strength. You're stronger than you realize. For those of you that think, no, I cannot stand my neighbor or my brother-in-law or my sister, you possess a determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Once you start demonstrating love, they will as well. That reflection will change. There's love there. There's love in those people that you really don't like or dislike, or that brings some type of a negative feel to them. Look at your inner strength. You're stronger than you realize. You're able to see this. Look into your past. Look at who you were. What lessons are you being taught by those around you? There's a purpose. There's a purpose for you to be at this point in your life, demonstrating love to those that are around you and learning from it. Remember to do things that bring pleasure into your life. Take pleasure in demonstrating love. You're very strong, so you need to use your strength to extend your love to those around you, so that you can see it reflected back from them. And do things that make you happy so that you become even stronger. Okay? Because apparently, for those of you that chose C, you're dealing with someone that's very difficult as well in your life. And you need to know that you're really strong, that you are strong enough to deal with the situation that you're looking at in your life. Okay? You need to take pleasure in the things that you do and the things that are around you. Perhaps there's a talent that you need to use that will bring you a lot of pleasure once you start using it and those around you start learning from it. Demonstrate love to them through the things that make you happy, through the things that bring pleasure into your life. Look at your inner strength, because there's something about you that perhaps you think you can't handle it. You can. You can deal with it. You're very strong. You just need to raise that vibration a bit more, and through doing things that make you happy, it will happen. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. It sure has been long. Talk to you next week. Remember to leave your comments down below. Thumbs up my videos if you have liked them. And if you would like a private reading again with me, riseshealingarts11@gmail.com. My address is down there. Write to me and we'll hook up. All right, bye for now.